Hello everyone, it's Rick. Welcome to the channel. It's time to paint. Let's paint. I'm trying to let me get the live stream on here. If I have anybody that wants to ask a question, there it is. Richard Krejci is live, painting an acrylic landscape. Let me start the chat here. Welcome. Welcome to the live stream, everybody. Right on. There we go. All right, welcome to the live stream. I'm gonna do a cool painting today. It's Friday. What I want to do, I want to put like a cool mountain over here. I'm gonna sketch it with this is a oil fan brush, but I'm gonna try and sketch in with this is burnt umber and black, and I'll try and sketch in like a mountain in here. I want this mountain to kind of swoop down here and then tie in with something over here, and then I want to have hints of like mountains in the back in like maybe light gray back there. So then this mountain will probably come down like this in front of this one. We'll tie these two in together somehow and bring down, we'll have a valley maybe coming down in here like this. I'm just trying to get a simple sketch going right now just so I can start painting. Let me make sure you can see all that. Yeah. I usually use a knife when I sketch this in, but you can use a brush as well. But this is on special like uh, paper, art paper, 98 pound. It's made by Canson. It's good for acrylic paint. Uh, I'm gonna probably make this peak just a little taller. I'm thinking just a little bit from looking at it right now. All right, and down here maybe I'll have some kind of pathway coming from way back there, and then maybe I'll have the pathway come all the way down into here. So I'll have a hill here with some trees on this hill, and then I'll have another foreground here, and maybe some bushes here. That's good enough to get going. I'm using a mixture of a different acrylic paint today. I use Winsor Newton. I use Utrecht. You can use any kind of paint, acrylic paint you want. This is Winsor Newton, Utrecht. Uh, I use Artist Loft. They used to sell Artist Loft at Michael's, they kind of cut back on it. Liquid Tex Basics acrylics are good. So whatever acrylic paint you have is fine. Let me see if have you guys seen these bubbles yet? If you guys, any of you guys are make videos or want me to subscribe to your channel, just let me know. I will. If you're like a YouTube creator, video creator, I'll definitely subscribe to you. I don't know if you guys know, I get a lot of people, like I'll see a lot of people in town. I live in Seattle, and they'll go, "Oh, I saw your video was up on my homepage the other day, and then it disappeared, so I couldn't watch it." And then I tried to tell them, "Well, you can go to my channel and see all the videos that I've made in the last year, you know." So you got to navigate, go to the channel, and then you'll see all the videos I've ever created. So some people don't even know that. They're like new to YouTube. So I'm just throwing that out there. If you've never been to my channel, you should go check it out. It's kind of cool. It'll split everything up in videos, shorts, and live streams. It's kind of cool. And thanks for sharing. I see a lot of people share my videos, but I can't tell who it is. It doesn't tell me. So I just want to thank whoever's sharing my videos. I want to thank you, because YouTube doesn't do a good job of telling you, you know, who's doing what. So next time YouTube asks me for like what they need to improve on, that's one thing I'm going to tell them is, you know, I know they like to keep people's privacy, but I'm just letting you know I'm thanking you personally, even though I don't know who you are. So if you're sharing my videos, keep doing it. I appreciate it. It helps the videos get out more, and they get seen more. I'm trying to get as many subscribers as I can. I'd like to get up to 1 million people, if that's possible. Is that possible in this day and age? Is that too many? 1 million? I'm not good with numbers. I always liked art. I was never good in math, so I've always been interested in music, in art, and I think math and English, those were my worst subjects. I hated math. I got a scholarship to go to college to play baseball, but I needed to pass a math class and to graduate. I didn't even know it till like the last week of school. The principal said, "Hey, you're not going to graduate. You have to come back next year and pass your algebra class." I didn't even know, because I was more interested in sports than school. So they gave me a special test to graduate. And I had to get a 98 on that test. And the thing is, they knew I had a scholarship to go to Kansas to play baseball, and so luckily I got a 98 on that test, and I graduated high school. That was pretty cool. I had enough credits to graduate. It's just, you have to have algebra. You have to pass the algebra class. It's not that I wasn't good at algebra. I didn't like school. I don't like school to this day. I don't like any kind of schooling. Uh, but if you go to art school, I mean, I recommend you, if you want to go to art school, that's fine. But you can, if you're an artist, you can also learn by watching other people and coming up with your own style. I don't know what you could do with an art degree anymore, because I mean the future is going to be in probably computer art. You have to get the programs, the art programs, and you could design your landscapes on the computer. I still think it's more fun doing it, with your hands. But the world is changing, that's for sure. I'm going to make these mountains back here really light gray in the distance here. I'll probably keep them this color. I'm trying to just paint loose right now and just get my color in first. And then I'll start putting some trees and bushes in there. Right now I'm just trying to get some background noise in there. I call this background noise. We'll put the color down, and then I'll start putting highlights and shadows and trees and bushes and water and snow. All that good stuff. But if you haven't tried painting with acrylic yet, you should give it a try. This is pretty fun. I'll probably do this whole painting with this one brush right now. It's a number 8 uh, filbert. See how it's round on the top there? And I'll use this just to get the main color put in. And then once I get all this color, and then I'll switch to the fan brush and maybe use a knife and some other brushes. So these mountains are going to be in the front here, whatever. So I'm going to make them a little darker up front here. This is the fun part too. This is really fun. I like getting this underpaint put in, because you can just sit back and kind of decide what color like you want down here in the valley here now. This is my valley, so I'm thinking today I want like a greenish gray color. Maybe I want what I'm gonna do is mix some green, and then light green, very light green. So what I have, I get, this is sap green here, but you could use any green. I'm going to make a light green with some yellow with sap green. And then I'm gonna even lighten it up some more with some white. A little bit of white. Maybe even some more. I didn't go to art school, but I do know when you're anything that's you want way in the distance here, you don't want it too bright. Okay, I know that already, and you want to make it the color kind of dull. Anything that's in the distance. So to do that, we'll just put a little gray in here now. So let's grab a little bit of gray from the mountains, and we'll add it into this green. It's going to make it look a little duller. Or you can just add black to it, a tiny bit of black, a little bit of black. All right, I'm going to make that valley. I'm going to use this green now in the valley. I'm going to start down here because the paint's kind of dark. And then I'm going to lighten it up as I go up to the mountain. Let's put the green in up to here. Now grab a little titanium white and mix it into the top of that green and bring it up to your mountain there. Titanium white. Just like that. I want a green, green, green valley. Now I'm going to grab a little bit of my mountain color again and kind of blend it into the green. Just here where they come together at the transition. A little bit of the mountain color blended into that green. And then try and get it to blend in together like that. That's good enough because I'm going to have snow up here coming down. There we go. That looks really good. So what did I say? I was going to have a river coming, huh? Or a pathway. It's going to be a river or a pathway. I'm going to, since I got green here, I'm going to make this a mixture of, it's one of my favorite colors, burnt umber and a little burnt umber and yellow ochre. Hey, I got people on there. Sherry. Yeah, I could do a forest, Sherry. I'll do it later on this evening. Bella's here. Looks like I got some people from either Poland or somewhere in Europe. Jak se máš? Dobře. So I'll do a forest for you. Yeah. Sherry Duke. All right. Good suggestion. I could put some forest trees out here if you want. I'm going to put some yellow ochre here on this hill. And I'm going to continue with the underpaint till I'm done here. And then I'll start putting in the trees and stuff. So just block this in with that yellow ochre and burnt umber. I'm going to make this darker, so I'm going to add a little more burnt umber to that same color. And then make this hill a little darker on this side. Just block it in. Just get the color laid down, and then we'll worry about all the bushes, and this will be the pathway here. And I'll make this green right here. This will be a green, some green grass maybe right in here. So let's just block it in with color. And then I can start with the painting, okay? We'll just put green down here just to get some underpaint down, and then we'll go to town here. All right, I kind of like that. That's good colors for a landscape. Let me look at it in the picture. Oh, let me lower this down so it's not so tilted. There we go. That looks a little better, huh? All right, I lost everybody. I thought Sherry wanted a forest. All right, what I'm going to do on this one, I'm going to do the snow real quick on the mountains so I can get the forest going in there real quick. Let me put some snow up here on these mountains. What I'm going to do, I'm going to have the light coming from the left today. So my snow is going to be on the left side of this mountain. I'm just going to kind of, and I'm going to have it tie in with this one here. I'm just going to draw some white color down with a brush. We'll put a lot of snow on this mountain here. I'll have it like come together here in this valley here. That'll work. I'm going to mix a little blue and white with a little gray. And then then I'll put it on this side here is going to be my shadow side. This is pretty good. I usually have the light on the right side, so this is a good change having it uh, having the shadow on this side of the painting. All right, that'll work for now. I'll use a knife up here in a little bit to make the snow really look nice and bright. But for now, that looks good for the mountains. I kind of like that. All right, I'm going to put some trees in now. I'm going to use a fan brush. I've been doing this lately, like putting some trees right here in the valley. Like I'll have some trees back here coming towards the middle of the valley, like this. And then I'll bring it up. I'll bring it up in the middle, like this. Doesn't that look cool? Looks like some kind of design right there. So the trees are like coming up over these, coming up over the hills. And then I can have some trees like right here. Going up here on this hill. That look closer to us. I'll try and make it look like a forest, Sherry. I don't know if Sherry's still on anymore, but I'll try and make it look like a forest as much as I can. So all this painting I'm doing now, it's just coming from my mind. And it's like I'm using the techniques that I know how to use to paint. It's really easy once you learn how to use the brushes and see things in a certain way. You should be able to do these landscapes pretty easy, like I'm doing right now. You just got to remember, like, anything that's close to us is going to be bigger, and you don't want to put a big tree right back here. Because if you were standing out here, you wouldn't even be able to see somebody way, way back there. They'd be really tiny. So that once you learn perspective, then you got it dialed in. This looks pretty cool. Uh, I kind of like this already. I like this side. It looks pretty good. You see how the mountain has snow up there? Uh, we got some trees going back off into the distance. We got some green grass back here, some yellow ochre here, some brown, some green. It looks really good. I like those colors. Now the more you fill this in over here with some more trees, it's gonna look awesome. So now I got to figure out what to put over here. So I have some bushes here, right? So let's put uh, let's put some more bushes on this hill, and like right up here, on top of the green, and then let's bring it down though. I like to bring them down at an angle like this, because then you can pull the color back like this, see, and create some kind of shadow underneath the bushes. Just pull the color back. Let's make the bushes long today, long and straight, not rounded tops. I don't want rounded bushes today. Really long, and the tops I want to be straight. It's easier to highlight them when they're long, okay? When you do those round bushes, then everything looks round and it looks too perfect, okay? So when I go to highlight these, I'll show you the difference. But look at that painting already. Wow. This is amazing. Look how cool this looks, and I'm just throwing paint up. Let's put a tree just like that over here. Maybe a little higher than this one, okay? And maybe at an angle like this, okay? Man, I can't believe how good this is coming out. And when you do your evergreen tree, just use the corner and let the brush design the branches as you come down, okay? Just let the brush do the work. And come down and then look at it, and you can adjust. You can adjust the branches when you're done bringing it down like this, okay? Bring it down, step back and look at it, and then you can add some more branches here and adjust the branches the way you want it. Man, look at that. Talking about design, see how I made this one a little taller than this one here? It just looks better. Same thing when I do the clouds. I'll probably put some high clouds here and some lower clouds here. So it looks high clouds here, lower over here. Now the more you put in, the better. Let's put a little baby tree next to this guy. A little baby tree, okay? Right next to it. It just kind of looks better when you got more things in there, okay? There we go. I think I'm done with the that's enough trees and bushes, okay? Actually, if you want this to look like a forest, you got to put more trees in there. So, I'll do one more right on the edge, okay? It doesn't take that much longer, and then it looks better if you got more things going on in there. Wow. Where did Sherry go? This is her forest she was looking for. It's called the dark forest. I'm going to sneak in another tree right here to make it look like we got a forest going on here. All right, Sherry, there you go. There's your forest. I don't know where you went. Are you still on there? Thanks, Pickle. Pickle Productions. Is that Pickle Rick? Or no? There'll be birds in here, but no rabbits. I definitely put some birds up there. I'm telling you, if I try and put an animal in here, it'll mess up the whole painting. Except the birds. The birds are easy to do. All right, here's the thing now. I'm gonna put a pathway in here. I'll show you an easy way to do it at first. You can get a round brush, a small number 2, and get a little bit of titanium white on it. Just a little bit of white, and let's design a pathway coming out of the forest over here. And we're going to make a small line going to the right, like that. And then I'm going to bring it to the left. I think I'm going to have a pathway coming from there, zigzagging all the way down like that. That looks kind of cool. I usually use a knife, but today I decided to use a brush. I'll probably go over that with my knife to make it look more natural. I just wanted to put it in there so you can see it. So you can see how far that is. Like if there was a person back there, you probably couldn't even see him. It's so far away, okay? Look at that. I'm really digging this. I got to thank Sherry for suggesting a forest, or I wouldn't have put all these trees in like this. I'm like, yeah, a forest. That's a good idea. Mark wants me to put a rabbit in there. Yeah, we'll put a rabbit. Now, I don't know if you guys noticed. You notice how the white is starting to soak in here, and it's almost the brightness is kind of going away. So at the end of the painting, sometimes you got to brighten up your snow. Okay. It happens a lot because there's a lot of layers of paint on there. So I'm going to design some clouds here. I'm going to have some small clouds back here. I do it like a swoosh, like the Nike swoosh. Small back here, and then they start getting a little bigger as they come up over here, and then finally pretty big over here. So it's going to come like this and then go off into the distance over here. Kind of like that. So what I'm going to do is just paint these in today because I want it to be a different style. I want it to look loose. And then I'll put some gray color underneath, and it'll look like maybe some shadows. Those are some easy clouds there. And oh, I got some blue in there. I don't know how I got the blue in there. That's all right. So I'm going to put a little gray at the bottom of some of these clouds. I'm getting a phone call up there. You see that? Am I still running? Yeah, still running. Now the way I did these clouds are, it's a different style. It looks really loose. Okay, I just brushed them in. Okay. There's a lot of different ways I do clouds. Like I was saying at the beginning to people, if you don't know how to go to my channel, you just hit my picture up there and it'll take you to my channel and you can see all the different ways I do clouds. Okay, there's a lot of different ways. You could come back and really come in here and put white on the tops now. If you want to put brightness on certain parts of your cloud, just use like a fan brush and then blend in the bottom like this to add more color. You can add more smaller clouds here by just touching the color. I like to make them small down here at the bottom of the mountains. But just touch the color in and then blend the bottom into the sky. And it'll make a nice cool looking cloud, okay? There's not much to clouds. They're pretty free. You can put them pretty much anywhere, but if you want them to look like they're going off into the distance, you can do it like this. Small, medium, bigger, then big. All right, that's good enough. I'm not going to waste any more time on the sky. I want to make some of this snow a little brighter again up here. So I'm just going to hit some of it with a brush just to make the snow brighter. You don't have to do it everywhere. Just where you think it's soaked in a lot. Mostly on the top is probably a good place to do it because there's going to be a lot of snow up on the peaks, okay? There we go. Wow. This really came out great, guys. This is amazing. I did that in 45 minutes. I can't believe that. I can't believe there's only 2 of you left. Well, it is Friday. Oh, now there's 4 of you on here. I was like going, where'd everybody go? I'm like, it's Friday. Nobody wants to watch you paint, Rick. So when you get to this point of your painting, like I'm looking at my mountains now, I didn't, you got to try and get the same color of, and make those edges a little better. Okay, make them look smoother back there. It's probably a good idea to do your mountain edges really nice at first so you don't have to come back and redo them. But you could get a nice smaller brush to do this detail work now. Okay. All right, so now I got to learn how to do a rabbit. I kind of already know how to do a rabbit because I got one in my backyard all the time. I also got squirrels back there. But I always add birds in there. And you got to put some twigs in there too. So let's put some birds in here. Make them really small and skinny. Uh, and then they'll look like they're further away. Okay? Really skinny and like a exaggerated V shape. If you make them really dark, then they kind of like what I mean by dark is like a big brush. Don't use a big brush. Use like a small brush. And just kind of put them on very lightly. They don't have to be dark. Because then they look like they're, it draws the person's eye to the bird. And you don't want to do that. So, and you got to put some twigs down here. Whoops, I grabbed some gray. So it's always good to put twigs in the painting. I don't know if I'm going to highlight these bushes. Yeah, I need to highlight them. I want to show you how to highlight. Let me do that real quick. I'm going to highlight these bushes for you. Just to separate them. This is a cool technique. This is a cool trick. Did my internet go out? Hey, the Mariel's on. This is a cool trick, whoever's on right now. Check this out. I'm gonna show you how to separate these bushes, okay? See how I just threw dark color down here? Still running, right? Yeah, because my phone went off. So here's the color I used, burnt umber and black to make all these trees and bushes. Take a little bit of white over here and mix it in that dark color. Just a little white, okay? This is going to be the highlight color. Use a fan brush. This is a number 2 oil fan brush. Now, come down here and look. I'm just going to separate the bushes first. Like, here's where I see this bush coming across this one in the back there. And this one, I made them long so they're easier to highlight. This one's going to be back here. And this one's going to come over here like this. And then, of course, I'll have one back here. But now, can you see the bushes there, how I separated them? Same thing here, but it's the opposite way. So there'll be a bush down here. I'll just do the left edge of them. You just pick out your bushes just like that, okay? You see how I did that? And then you could come back here and, hit the top parts of them with some lighter color. There you go. And you can make your bushes all different colors if you want. Like here, I'll make 3 bushes back here, kind of on top of each other. There you go. That's how you separate your bushes. You can make, I'm going to make all these probably green. And then on your trees, the light's coming from the left, so should highlight the left side of this evergreen tree here. Just on the left side where the light's hitting. Just like that. These would be in the shadow, so you could leave those dark. Let me get some green color. I want to see what they look like when they're a little green. So I do have some green here. Let me try yellow. I'm going to take some yellow, put a little white in there, get a light yellow, okay? This is going to look really, it's going to make it pop. Maybe too much. All right, let's grab the fan brush. Why does my phone keep going off? Oh, because nobody's chatting? Hey, fan. Yeah, I mean, no, you missed the sketch. I sketched it out first at the beginning, and then I painted it. All right, I'm going to highlight the bushes now. This is not the drawing. You missed the drawing. The sketch was at the beginning with burnt umber. All right, let's highlight these bushes now with this yellow. Just the top parts of the bush. Okay, we're going to paint the top of the bushes with this yellow. See how it brings it out? And remember I put a bush back here. so I'm just gonna change it to yellow. How many of you are on there? Oh, my phone keeps locking up. But the video's still going. That's good. There's only 2 of you on here, right? Yeah. What's going on with my phone? Let me check. Art-wise, I don't know. I like, believe it or not, I like Picasso, but I like doing landscapes because I live in Seattle, and I sell all my paintings at this place, 3 or 4 places, and then they just sell right away. So I do landscapes because people still love people love landscapes. I do a lot of abstract faces that I might start doing to show you that style, but for now I'm just teaching how I do this is my style of a landscape, okay? And maybe you'll pick up some ideas from it. I'm glad you guys are watching today. I don't know why my phone is locking up here. Fan. A talent always sells, yeah. That's funny. You're a writer, huh? Do you have a channel? I'll subscribe to you. Anybody out there that has a channel, just let me know. I'll subscribe to them. If you're a creator. Yeah, I like good writers too. I'm not a good writer, but I have a lot of good ideas. That's why I like art. I've got a good imagination. You know how you'll sometimes be in and out of sleep. I can see landscapes like when I'm like going off into sleep like that. So it's kind of cool. All right, I think I'm going to end it here because it's been about an hour. Let's see what a fan gamer. Oh, are you a gamer? Fan's a gamer. Oh yeah, no, I get my inspiration from God as well. I'm just telling you. I don't this is kind of cool here. I gotta finish up underneath these trees. All right, thanks for watching, fan gamer. All right, so I think I'm gonna end it here because it's been about an hour. It still needs a lot of twigs, but I'm sure you don't want to watch me put twigs in. You got to get a good liner brush that you can pull up some skinny twigs, and you kind of want to wiggle them, but this isn't working good, so I'll have to end it there on this note because there's not much left I've got to do. All right, take care, fan gamer. Well, I'll be streaming later. It's still early here. It's still Friday. I'll be doing a evening landscape for sure. So maybe I'll see you then. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you subscribe and check out some of my older videos. I've been streaming pretty much every day for a couple weeks now. I got some cool stuff on the channel. All right, guys. Ciao.